Right, we need to say something really stupid before the intro of the music. There you go. I've never had a banana split.
Hello everyone and welcome to the episode 2 of the Real Talk podcast. Again, you're joined by me, Sam, and of course you have
Harvey.
Harvey. It doesn't sound as good when we say Sam and Harvey. It sounds better with Harvey and Sam, but it's fine, whatever. We're back. This is our first proper episode now. On Spotify, which is great. This is really cool. Our first kind of episode was an introduction. This is now obviously the
official episode 1.
Official episode, and we're going to be keeping it in with the theme of the month, I guess, 'cause it's October. It's going to be Halloween soon.
Yes.
And we're going to be sticking with... Oh, hang on a minute. I need to arm a chair. You can cut that bit out. Oh, my chair's
No.
No.
You just got to keep completely still. I had to do that when I had to listen to Endgame. When I went to see Endgame, my chair I was sat on in the cinema was the squeakiest chair in the world, but everyone was having to concentrate on Endgame, so I thought, I cannot move. Which...
Yeah, I'm just going to have to sit like this now.
You are now, yeah. Have you seen Endgame yet?
Yeah, it's really good.
It is.
It's my... I don't know, as you know, I'm not a very big fan of Marvel films.
No, neither am I. I'm not either. But
yeah,
it did
anyway,
make me 3 hours. But yes.
We'll get off subject, like normal.
Completely.
You'll
Like
get
normal.
that a lot. But yeah, so sticking with the whole October theme, we are going to be going through some conspiracy theories. I've gone from quite alright ones, I think. I've just, to be honest with you, just got them off a website and just read through them, and then was like, oh, this one's my favourite, so I got it.
Yeah. I've got the same ones in, because we've tried to record this episode. This is the 3rd time we tried to record this episode now. I've got the same ones every time. Sam's gone for new ones each time. So
Yeah.
he's more professional than I am. I just realised we're doing this through a Zoom call. I'm actually acting to the camera, and I don't know why.
Yeah, me too. It's fun. Me too. Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to do these. Each one will read one of our conspiracy theories, and then I'll read one, or then vice versa. I'll read one, Harvey read one, I'll read one, Harvey, until both of ours, I think we got 2 each?
2 each.
Yeah. And then once we've done both, I will say what's most believable out of Harvey's 2, and Harvey will say that on mine. And then we'll kind of just do an overall, and then that'll be the end. Then you'll hear the jingle, and then that was it.
Yeah.
And then you can go back to listening to all of your other Spotify playlists and stuff.
Yeah. But this is the best one, obviously.
Well, I wouldn't go that far yet. Not yet.
Oh, you need to believe. You need to believe. We have 6 followers at the time of recording, so you know.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, thank you everyone for following. Of course, It's amazing. All of our friends and family that have shared. I say friends and family, just a couple of our friends.
One that I've seen.
No, my family's shared as well. Thank you everyone for sharing around, following. Hopefully you enjoy our new series.
Oh, also, a friend of mine is listening. It's Tom. Big shout out to him, because he's listening from Scotland. He's not.
Right now.
Not right now, no. He's not actually in Scotland. That's actually an in-joke that only he's going to get. I would explain. I'll explain in another episode, but it won't make any sense now, but it is just funny.
Okay.
Maybe when we settled in and everyone's used to our stupidness.
Yeah. Harvey, you go first.
I'll go first. Right. So my conspiracy theory is the existence of ghosts. So do you believe in ghosts? Because there's lots of... I don't believe in ghosts personally. There's lots of evidence, but it's kind of stupid evidence. There's stories, but there's stories. There's loads of different aspects, and in fact, my other conspiracy theory is linked to ghosts, sort of. But so ghosts throwing stuff, poltergeist, and stuff like that. Because there's so much into ghosts, we could basically do about 20 different podcasts on just ghosts. So I'm not going to go into too much detail, but yeah, it's just the existence of ghosts. Could I meet Elvis still if he's still alive? That's another conspiracy theory, but yeah. So, do you believe in ghosts, Sam?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen one?
No.
So how do you know you believe in them?
Because I don't know if I do or I don't.
I know. I completely lost my train of thought halfway through that sentence. You probably noticed.
Nice.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Yeah, I've never, I've read the evidence. The problem is, it's the only evidence I think you've probably seen or I've ever seen is on video, but that's on video. And both me and you, we did media in college. We know it can be faked very, very easily. In fact, I'm writing a short film, well, sort of writing a short film at the moment about a ghost, and yeah, and it's all going to be practical. So, yeah. So it's easily faked. So I've always said I would need a dead relative of mine to stand in front of me and go, "Hi, Harvey." That would convince me. I wouldn't go,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I wouldn't go surreal. I'll go, "Oh my god, it's my relative." But you know what I mean. In my head, I'll go, "Yeah." It's a very morbid thought for you all. And in fact, I bought this for a documentary I made. It's a Ouija board. I can't show you obviously because we're in audio, but I have actually got a Ouija board. And when I announced the Ghost Hunter documentary, Sam probably remember this. Everyone lost their shit. You have no idea how much. I got messages, private messages, people saying it's probably going to get removed off YouTube because it's but it's my Ouija board is apparently blessed. So I got loads of people pissed at me because I have a Ouija board. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I don't
made
really
it.
get.
Well,
I don't really
this
get the point of people getting angry at things like that, but you know,
well,
floats your boat,
here's the thing.
people.
This is a new thing. Sorry to interrupt you, but this I found actually something out about Ouija boards. Is Ouija boards weren't made. There is no such thing as a ghost hunting piece of equipment, and Ouija boards especially. Ouija boards were actually made because it's actually your subconscious moving it. Is what Ouija boards. That's how people say. Oh, there's loads of evidence towards Ouija boards, and yes, the thing does move. If you ask it a question, it does answer it. But that's because it's in your head. You're answering it. And Ouija boards were originally created to talk to your inner thoughts, your hidden part of your brain that you don't have access to, which is moving the glass. So that's what Ouija boards were actually invented for.
That's fascinating. So
Yeah,
if
I only
you're
found that out recently.
For like hospitals and stuff, is that what you mean?
I don't think like hospital. Probably it was, they're ancient, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. People used to just buy them because they're gained. You can buy them. The Poundland sell them now. Home Bargains sell them. Yeah, Poundland. I've seen people sell them. They're tiny, and I found you can buy one on a keychain, which is adorable. And I nearly bought one, but it was like a tenner, and I thought, nah. Yeah, so I found that out recently and thought that was so interesting, and I wanted to post it, but I thought no, that'll piss a load of people off, so I didn't.
Yeah, no, that's like a really fascinating fact, actually.
Because I wasn't expecting
I
that.
never knew that. Never knew that. Mad.
So QI, the TV show, is actually useful.
What, did they tell you that Poundland are selling them?
No, I found out from a friend. I found out from about the inner thoughts thing.
All right, okay. So they told you about Poundland, then yeah.
It's BBC. They're not allowed to mention it, are they?
No product placement, please. Was that your conspiracy theory?
That was my conspiracy theory. So yeah.
Mine is called, because I got mine from websites. I did do research. I just found this website that is just like cool theories. It's called Project MK Ultra.
This better be good.
So MK Ultra is apparently a very known and a very real and highly disturbing conspiracy theory. Rather than one of the ones based on urban legends or bits of half-truth. In the 1950s, the CIA began to conduct secret research into mind control and how the use of drugs, such as LSD, sensory deprivation, and other extreme physical experiences could affect the human brain, in many cases without the test subject's knowledge or consent. The scale and scope of MK Ultra is far too broad and grim to describe in detail, but it's merely sufficient to say that although many files pertaining to MK Ultra were destroyed, the declassification of 20,000 documents in the late 70s meant that the breadth of what went on between 1953 and 1973 is now officially acknowledged.
You sound like you're reading from a catalogue.
I am. I just copy and paste it. As far as we're aware, though, Blair Erickson's indie horror Banshee chapter came out in 2013. Which, it didn't tell you that. I googled that. That's the research I did. It's the first film of the type to directly reference the MK Ultra and its effectiveness. It's a very strange genre of movie you can read about it everywhere if you want to. I've never actually seen it before. Have you seen it before?
No, I'm just laughing too hard. I don't know what film you're on about.
Banshee chapter. Apparently it came out in 2013, but it just sounds like one of those really crappy horrors. And to be fair, when I looked at the picture, wait, hang on a sec. Sorry guys, but let me show you.
You can't. I've got to describe the poster now. You know that, right?
Yeah, you
describe
have.
it for people.
Everyone
Google it, and we're gonna see. Everyone Google it. I don't Google it yet. We'll describe it, and then you Google it and see how accurate you are.
It's just like it's not a bad poster, but when you Google the Banshee chapter, are you googling it now as well?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll send it over. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just, yeah, it's a good film poster, but you can just tell like there's a bit where like this dude's face is just warped around the neck, and it's just really fucking funny.
I remember I got a poster once, and I was going to bring it into college because we both studied media in college. Which I know I said that earlier, but I'm going to repeat myself because. Yeah, and it was so badly photoshopped. He had 3 fingers. A guy had 3 fingers. Now, I know people in the world do have 3 fingers, but the problem is the person in the poster, I know the guy, and I know he doesn't have 3 fingers.
That's really funny.
That isn't a bad... Right, so let me try to describe it. It's this, like, alien sort of bloke... with
no, I think that's his muscles and bones and tendons.
Oh, because I was going to say it looks
with
like
his brain
Vision
now.
from the Avengers. It does look like Vision from the Avengers.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Okay, and then it's got a screaming lady and a man who's trying to look for the hairs up his nose.
But that's the warped face, which just looks really funny. I've never seen the film, so I don't know if his face is actually like that in the film, but just where he placed it in his neck just looks like it's curved round with the neck. Do you know what I mean?
I kind of want to see the film now, but I also don't.
Yeah,
I am a little bit curious. No, I can't bother. So that's an interesting theory. To me, it reminds me of the Hounds of the Baskervilles from Sherlock, or Sherlock Holmes' story, Hounds of the Baskervilles.
I don't know what that story is.
Have you not seen Sherlock, the TV series?
No.
Everyone's going to hate you. You know
Oh,
that, right?
sorry. Yes. No, I
With
have seen
Benedict
the TV
Cumberbatch.
series. Yeah, sorry. But I just don't know what you're on about.
It's episode 2 of series 2, where it's not exactly the same, but it was hidden research, and it makes your fears. So it turns someone into your real fears. It's very difficult to explain. You have to watch the episode to understand. I think everyone at home hopefully will agree with me, or I could just be talking out my arse. That's traditional. And I'm a ventriloquist, so I can do it literally. I've just done that. Do you know that actually has a name, that badumch?
What's it called?
I can't remember.
Badumch.
It's just badumch. Oh no, what's it? Is it a drum and a cymbal fall off a cliff? Badumch. It makes that sound. You have
What?
to look it up on YouTube. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll send you a video that I found that out. Just shut up. Yes. So it reminds me of Hounds of the Baskervilles. Interesting conspiracy theory. But yeah, the film poster. Go look at remind everyone what the poster's called?
The film's called Banshee Chapter, and it's just I've never read it, and basically, from my awful reading, basically the whole conspiracy theory is that people were in this kind of ideal world of the government trying to find out what happened. That basically believing that drugs couldn't basically mind control you, which is what essentially drugs do. Basically, there was just all of these documents because they didn't actually tell the people that they were getting drugs. So the theory is that the CIA were drugging people without them knowing, to basically find out what actually happens. And then I think it goes on to say how...
Is your house on fire?
No way.
Because I just heard some beeps.
Oh, did you?
Coming from you. That came from you.
Did it?
Yeah. I swear that came from you.
I don't know, we'll have to listen to it when we play it back.
I'm not... Oh, the audience wouldn't have heard. Oh, they would have heard it through your mic. I swear that's coming from you. A squeak, like a beep.
I can't hear it at all.
Random. Okay. But no, it just reminded me of... Have you seen Johnny English Reborn?
Right, I have, but I haven't. I didn't really pay attention to it. Is that the one where he...
It's the second one.
Obviously.
There's 3.
But is that the one where he... There's the baby.
There's the baby.
Is he the one that...
It's not that one. It's not
the one where he goes
there's...
like the church on the island thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
okay, yeah,
no, hang on.
No?
Hang on. Do you mean the monks where he becomes a monk?
That's it. Yeah, that was
That's
it.
the one,
yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
That one. And they had a drug called tamoxifene barbital.
Yeah.
That's one of the jokes in the thing, because Rowan Atkinson can say words and it's funny. Yes, it's like that. Bob. That's one of his. That's like his catchphrase is Bob. You've not seen Blackadder, have you?
Yeah, but I still find it funny. Well, it's not funny when you say it, is it?
Oh. I got nicknamed Mr. Bean when I was little.
Oh, that's sad. I'm
So
sorry.
I used to be able to do it. Oh yeah, I did get bullied very badly, actually. I got thrown. This is how bullying has changed. Everyone moans, "Oh, I'm still bullied these days." The bullying when I was little was proper bullying. I'm joking, by the way. It's a joke. Bullying is still bad. I got thrown off a climbing frame.
Yeah, but that's quite funny. No, it's not funny. It's not funny. I didn't mean it like that. But it's funny now to look at it. Because I just imagine you being like the 6'2" guy that you are, getting thrown off a climbing frame. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, this is in my school.
That's fucking hilarious.
Well, let's be honest. I kind of do that as part of my job now. Fall over a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was just like, it gave me good practice. So, but no, bullying can get bad because it's opposite of cyberbullying, which is very bad.
So
Just to save my ass from me saying bullying is rubbish these days. It isn't rubbish. It was a joke. Don't lose your shit at me.
Don't lose your shit.
They're going to lose the shit.
But yeah, basically that's the conspiracy theory. Just about the CIA supposedly drugging thousands of Americans to find out how they reacted, and then it didn't. And then I don't think anything ever came out of it, but I think it's still like... It's believed that it did happen because of the facts that were there. Obviously, these like 20. I think I said like 20,000 documents were declassified, and now you can see them. I'm sure you can read them online as well.
Obviously, you've read them online for your research, haven't you?
Well, no, because I stopped because there are a lot of films that followed this. So the main one is the Banshee chapter, which looks brilliant. It doesn't. I don't. Yeah. But there's also things in 1990. There's a horror film called Jacob's Ladder.
Jacob's Ladder? I've heard of that.
Jacob's Ladder. Yeah.
I've heard of that. That name rings a bell.
But that is also a film that uses drugs in a way that essentially mind controls. It doesn't have much connection, but that's another film. There's another one, the Men Who Stare at Goats.
Is that really a name of a film, The Men Who Stare at Goats?
Yeah.
Right.
The Men Who Stare at Goats, yeah.
Actually, to be honest, I made a film called The Great Hairdryer Adventure. I'm shamelessly plugging my stuff as much as I possibly can. I don't know if you can tell. I'm trying to weave it in there. Because no one else will listen, so I may as well...
Try.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the first one. That is the
Yeah, it's an interesting theory.
the incredible theory of getting drugged.
So yeah, I think it's
Time for a
it's
break.
time for a break.
We don't do breaks.
We don't do breaks, so there isn't one.
Insert jingle.
Oh no, I'm not putting that bloody jingle in again. That means I have to listen to me waffle on for 50 minutes. It's one of the reasons why I didn't edit the first conspiracy theory video we did, like fully go all the way through it. Was just like, I can't listen to his bullshit for another hour.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, for God's sake, he's talking out of his arse.
These fucking
that-
conspiracy theories.
Oh, just, he was mad. He was a nice guy. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not saying he was an arsehole, just his brain. I don't know what.
Yeah, no, he was a nice guy, but it was just, yeah.
He was weird.
That's for the live episode.
The live
It'll be
episode will
happening.
eventually do.
It will be happening. It'll be happening very soon. We've just got to plan it out, and we're both very busy.
And find the right software.
We're not like both really busy, but on the times and days where like, I'm free, you're not busy. You're not free, and when you're free, I'm not free at all.
No.
We're just like our timings are just awkward, which is why it works so well.
This is the business we call show. Right, so moving on to my next theory, because we've only got I don't know how long we've got left on the Zoom call, because we're so low budget, we can't pay for a full Zoom call. We should get a sponsor.
It's not that we can't. It's not that we can't. It's just that we're not going to.
No, we should try and get a sponsor though. I don't know how.
Sponsored by Tango.
It's not though. We should say
It's not. No,
That
it's
was a
just
joke.
because I got a Tango.
We legally have to say it's not. There are other drinks available, but Tango's
Other
better.
drinks available.
Yeah, so my
But
next
Tango is better.
that's the one joke for anyone. If this show business thing suddenly works, if I ever get an interview on the BBC, I'm deliberately going to say something product placement, and then I'm going to hear the host go, "Other things are available," and I'm going to go, "Yes, you're right, but Tango is better," just to piss
Even
them
if
off.
it's not about Tango.
No,
you could
no,
just-
you know what I mean. No, yeah, go on then. There you go. There's a joke for you all of if I become famous, I'm going to do a really cheap, shitty product placement joke. Anyway, moving on. My next conspiracy theory is the stone tape theory. And the stone tape theory sounds mental, but it's one of the bits of evidence they use towards what I was talking about earlier, ghosts. Basically, the walls around us record the stuff contained within it, and in the right environment, it plays it back, which sounds bananas, but the evidence there is some Roman soldiers are seen marching through an village. I don't know which village. I don't care, really. But the village they're seen marching, but they're seen marching from the waist up, because that's where, obviously back in the days, the ground was a lot lower. So obviously we've been building loads and loads of layers on top of it. So that's why, because it's been played back. That's why that's seen, and stuff like that. And in the New Forest, there's something called the Rufus Stone, and somewhere in August, can't remember the date on the top of my head, you can see William the Conqueror's ghost walking around it. And I very nearly this year planned to go over there on the day to shoot a documentary about it, but because of this bloody COVID, it never happened. But I hope to do it next year, because it seems really interesting. So, another shameless plug. Yeah, so the stone tape theory, it sounds bananas. There's evidence towards it. But I don't believe it. I think it's absolutely stupid. What's your theory? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I would think, yeah. My new camcorder cost me £100, and it's got a 128 gigabyte SD card in it, which can record 4 hours, right? And an SD card like that costs about 20 quid, right? This house has apparently recorded for 50 billion years. So
That's a
yeah, for
long
50.
house.
So Well, it's not. It's actually like it's only about. I think, yeah, we're only the third people to live here. I think, and the previous owners only lived here for like 2 years. I don't know. It's quite funny when I did the ghost hunt around my house. My mum pissed herself laughing because all the previous owners are still alive. So because I was in there saying, "Are the previous owners haunting here?" Mum commented, "They're still alive, right? So if they are, there's a problem." So yeah.
Well, maybe they're dead now.
No, we still know them. I think she does. She stalks them.
Oh, that's good.
We're all stalkers in our family.
Oh, okay.
I stalk Tom Holland and other people, and that's an in joke.
Roswell.
For the viewers.
The Roswell incident.
Right, I do know about this actually.
Yeah, it's about the UFOs. Everyone probably knows about it. It was basically in in the 1940s. In a town called Roswell in New Mexico, there was supposedly debris found of a UFO.
It was a failed missile launch.
Obviously, yeah, it came out that it was a highly classified project used by the US Air Force. But then, well, actually, no, it was used to detect an atomic bomb.
Oh no, it was like a weather balloon, but a special weather balloon or something like that.
Yeah, it was used to
nuclear
detect
bomb
atomic
balloon.
bombs.
They actually found out what it was, but yeah.
But basically, the whole idea about it is that the front page of the Roswell Daily Record, basically their front page was just RAAF, which is
this better be good.
Which is
everyone drum roll at home, please. Drum roll at home. I will put a drum roll in, but that means I have to pay for one because it has to be royalty free.
What does the RAAF stand for?
I know what the RAF stands for. It's
RAAF.
Royal Air Force.
Royal Australian Air Force.
In America. It's like the Bank of Scotland in Ireland.
Must be. Well, yeah, catches flying saucer on ranch in... I don't know why I said ranch, because you said America, and I was like, ranch?
Oh my god, totally.
Oh, ranch in Roswell region, which basically kicked off this whole theory that UFOs were coming back. And then...
Area 51.
Yeah, basically. Had crashed. Yeah, it's basically reported that it crashed near Roswell during a powerful storm. Later in the day, as government scientists arrived in the area, the story appeared to change. A press conference was held, and it stated instead that a weather balloon had crashed. Obviously, they didn't say what it was, but then it came out many years later that it wasn't just a balloon. It was a top secret thing that was supposed to work, but didn't. It failed. And basically what happened is people didn't believe it because it was very known to that you wouldn't just put a hot air balloon out. So then when I was reading into it, a lot of things say different things.
Hot air balloon. I'm just picturing a normal hot air balloon that you see.
Well, yeah, right.
So that's apparent.
I mean, I wasn't around there at normal time, but apparently people were like, well, you don't just put a hot air balloon when there's a storm coming. So then I was reading one report and it said that the government didn't do this, but then I was reading others and it said apparently then the government came out and said it was a special weather balloon, which I've got it here, quoted it here. It says...
You can tell we're media trained, can't you? I quote.
Yeah, quoted here. So the reporters then got there and then they said, as I mentioned, after the scientists arrived, they then confirmed that the object had been a weather balloon. But apparently that didn't happen. Apparently they confirmed that straight away.
Is that it? You just said it's confirmed it's a weather balloon. You didn't really need to quote it.
Obviously in more detail. Well, no, it says it in more detail that it used words that I just can't be asked to read. If I wanted.
When you say can't be asked, you mean can't be asked or can't?
I don't know. Can't. Can't be asked. It can't be
No,
asked.
no. I said
that's
can't be
not right,
asked
is it?
or can't read. It's an insult.
Oh.
I'm saying you can't read. It's an insult.
No, I can't read, actually.
All right.
Yeah, well, no, I can read tomorrow.
Oh, I can't. I can. I
blind.
can't. Don't start that shite.
Can you remember that? What a meme.
Oh, I hate memes.
What a meme.
I can't stand memes. They annoy me. I call them
Some of
memes.
them.
I call them memes because that's how it's spelt. Me, right? And everyone pronounces. Oh, it's like GIF and GIF. The person who actually invented the GIF calls it GIF and GIF just to piss everyone off.
How
He hasn't
do
actually.
you know things like that?
Because I'm a sad twat and I have no life. And I just sit and watch YouTube all day.
That's fair enough.
You're meant to go, no, you don't, Harvey, actually. It's what you're meant to say. But no, we can work on it.
I mean, you're admitting to it, so I ain't going to argue with you. But yeah, that's basically the theory, whether it was a UFO or not.
It wasn't. I don't believe in it in the slightest. Although I would like to visit Area 51. I think we all do. But
Right, so my theory on UFOs are, do I believe there are other things out there? 1,000%.
yeah, oh yeah, it's got to be.
1,000%. Do I believe that our
Government
I
are
just
hiding
have
it.
two mindsets on it. Do I believe that UFOs look like flying saucers, how we see them in cartoons? No. But then I also then have like this stupid mindset going, well, why would they draw them like that if they didn't know what they actually look like?
Where did they get the theme from? Yeah.
But then I'm like, but that you can say that about anything.
Ghosts. Where
Like,
did the ghost?
yeah, but like this ghost, like people, what we say ghosts look like in real life are very different to how ghosts are looked if you draw a ghost in like school.
It's someone in a white sheet. Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like there's this. So why
Unless it's a ghost of a bed shop, it doesn't make any sense.
ghost of a
Ghost of a bed shop in a bed shop, not of a bed shop.
or it could have just been someone that died on a bed.
Or someone that died on the bed. Have you heard that someone
that
died
would have been.
Have you heard of waterbeds?
Yeah, I've always
They're
wanted one, but always been too afraid to have one.
Yeah, apparently someone. I don't ask how I know this, but this actually is true. Someone was at a party, an erotic party, let's say, was handcuffed to a waterbed, and pierced the waterbed and drowned in a compromising position. If you want to know how I know this, by the way, there is a TV show called Stupid Deaths or something like that, and it was reenacted. Not reenacted explicitly, it was on telly.
Yeah. just watch. You just ended up watching someone drown to death. Jesus Christ.
Well, I've seen Saw, so
Yeah, that's true. Well, there are our conspiracy theories. We're not conspiracy theorists. We are.
No.
You can
Even
tell
though they're
really,
interesting.
we have no passion about it, especially about the ones that we were saying. They're not really things we just got conspiracies because it's in October.
Yeah.
The most believable of yours is obviously the Ouija board and the ghosts.
Ouija boards is sign. There's scientific evidence.
Yeah, Ouija boards are real. They're just not real towards speaking
Ghosts.
to the dead.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a ghost
I
hunting.
just think like when you said that, like that was insane. That how they were used for people to use like not contact, to like use
Contact
their
their inner demons.
subconsciousness.
Contact their inner demons.
Yeah, mad. What was your favourite one?
My favourite one, probably Roswell, because I've known about Roswell. I think we all knew about Roswell when we were a kid, and I think
Yeah.
if you go through it your entire life,
Yeah, look,
not knowing about Roswell, it's one of those things.
Yes, I very much shortened it. Like these, when I was like looking for it, reports are like hundreds of pages long. Like you can really read in depth to it, and I just couldn't be asked. So I took Google and the first page of this book that I saw, which I don't know, I like signed up for a trial so I could read some of it. But like there is so much you can read about it, and that's I think one of the fascinating things about it.
The conspiracy theories, yeah, it's one of I love it, and It's interesting. It is so interesting.
It is very
Conspiracy
interesting.
theories. Some of them are completely insane, like stone tape theory, the Earth being flat, the hell. But yeah, and the Space Shuttle Challenger not actually happening.
Yeah.
Remember when you brought that up, and I was like, "Oh, I never knew about them faking their deaths, even though you see them go into it." And now I know there are many ways. I'm a magician, so that I know there are many ways they could get them out of there. But do you think NASA would hire David Copperfield?
It's this story that we will never get answered, but yeah, that's
Or want to get answered? Yeah,
what we want. This is our first episode, second episode, our first proper episode.
our first proper episode.
On
Next
Spotify.
week we're talking about something else. I can't remember. I wrote it down what we were going to talk about, and I can't remember what it was. So it's going to be a surprise to you as well,
Nice.
as well as us. So because I can't remember.
It will just be something.
I think it was production stages, but yeah,
Yeah, it was something to do with film, close to getting into film.
process of film making. So if anybody's interested in how to make a film, tune in next week.
I wouldn't
But
but
if
if
it's-
tell you.
Yes, but it might not be that. We might change it just to piss you lot off, right? We might change it, okay? Because we don't give a shit about continuity. Anyway, so do you need to go for a shit this time, Sam?
No, I don't. No, not today.
Did you shit beforehand?
Yes.
You shit beforehand?
Yes,
Good.
I did. Yes.
That's
Yes.
very good.
So I'm gonna go and not shit.
Maybe you'll have a shit later.
Maybe I might have one. Who knows?
Do you like bread? Hey!
Inside joke.
That's another inside joke. We're just
Another
going to film
inside
this. We're so unprofessional. Thanks for watching, everyone.
And end.